You have properties bought during your marriage with Ma'am Melissa. Right now, she's trying to sell those properties without your consent.
Yes.
I'm not selling yet. I'm just planning.
May binigay bang pera sa'yo, yung
Yes,
buyer?
may binigay sa akin, yes.
Of which, ma'am, maling-mali ka
30,000.
dyan, ma'am. Maling-mali ka dyan. Down payment, that's part of sale. What you
Yes,
did is wrong.
attorney,
Pwede ka makulong talaga dito pag makonvict ka. The law is in your hands, sir, so you have legal remedy to proceed against Ma'am Melissa here. You can recover whatever property that she sold. Our team would assist you, sir.
Can you tell us a short story about your wife?
We got married in 2009, and I was in the military at the time. I did 26 years in the U.S. Marine Corps. Things were very good. We had no problems. I retired in 2017 because I was due to go back to the United States. And I told my wife, I said, come back to Philippines and start building the house. What I would do is I would go back to San Diego, California to put in my retirement papers at Pendleton, actually, Camp Pendleton. And then I would come back to the Philippines. So that's what I did. And then after my first month in California, to make sure that all my retirement money was correct and everything once it went into the bank, then I flew back here to the Philippines and we started to build the house. And we had a small bayakobo that we lived in for about 2.5 years before the house was livable, before it was completed enough to live in it. And then we were just okay. 2022, I believe, my wife ran for election. She didn't win. She ran for barangay captain locally. She got hooked on the local politics, I guess. This year, when they had the election, the local election again for the mayor, she really got involved in it deep. Things just kind of drifted to the point where she was never home. She was always gone, and I don't know, I have a son and daughter, and we'd end up eating dinner alone. And I mean, she would be gone almost all day. She would be gone from 8 o'clock in the morning to almost 6, 7 o'clock at night. Sometimes she would come home and fix dinner very quickly and then scoot right back out again and then be with the campaign election up until 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night. And this went on for the whole term of the election. And then she started to sleep on the front room, and I asked her what was wrong, and she just kept telling me nothing. And she said, I'm tired, I'm sleepy. But this went on for so long, and then she kept telling me after the election, everything will go back to normal.
Okay.
I said, because this is not normal, I told her. I said, we're not functioning as a family. I was very concerned about it.
But what do you think are the hindrances why you broke up?
We had a large sum of money that got deposited into the bank because of my retirement. They did an audit on me, and they said that they owed me quite a bit of money. And then all of a sudden, I got a huge deposit of money. And then I had an email asking me, did the deposit of the money get put in there? And it was from Department of Defense because it was money that was owed to me. In between this time, apparently my wife took the money. When she used it, I asked her, what did you take the money for? And then she just wouldn't tell me at first. So this went on for about maybe 8, 9 days. I kept asking her, where did this go? Finally, I got her mother and father in the front room, and I told them, I says, look, we have to come to some conclusion here what this money was used for. She finally gave in and said, I took your money. I assume it was for vote buying. She admitted taking the money, but never admitted to me what it was used for.
How much money did he get you?
$500,000. Right to this day has never really admitted what the money was used for. I assumed that it was for vote buying because one of her friends told me during the election that she was giving out money to the people that would vote for her. I assumed that's where the money went.
And how did she get the money when she get involved into politics?
I put her on the bank account, and
Okay.
she had access to the money, but she never said to me that she was going to take money out for that purpose. I wasn't even aware that she was even on the campaign list. She told me she was working for the campaign with the mayor of Dapa, the candidate for the mayor of Dapa. But again, she was running for barangay captain as well, and I didn't know that. Apparently she didn't win. So she said she didn't know how to explain to me why she, or where the money went. She was, I guess, scared or nervous or whatever. And she said that was the reason for her sleeping on the couch, on the front room. I don't believe that was the truth. There was a lot of people coming up to me telling me that there was someone else. I even found birth control pills. She just lost complete interest in the marriage itself. She got herself so involved in these local politics, and I think she liked the atmosphere, she liked the excitement, she liked the attention that she was getting from it. And that's where I think she got off track. Then she started to let people purchase property or purchase land on our property, small amounts of lots, 100 square meters, 200 square meter lots.
Then when did you find out that she's selling all the properties?
Well, we had an individual came to the house, and there was a lot of cocoa wood, there was tin. They were walking by our house to go to the back of the property, and I asked the guy, I said, what are you building? I said, it looks like a warehouse. This thing was huge. It's nothing small. It's over 50 to 60 foot tall. It's pretty big. And he said to me, don't take it up with me, take it up with your wife. He says, talk to Melissa, don't talk to me. So I went into Melissa, I says, what are you doing? Melissa was doing all this stuff without my knowledge. I put my foot down and said, enough's enough. And I said, this has to stop. They just continued to build.
How was your relationship with your children?
The relationship is good with the children.
You contacted them?
Yes, I contact them every day. I email them every morning, ask them how they are, how was their day at school at 4:30, 5 o'clock when they get out of school, every single day.
Have you talked to your wife?
No, my wife blocked me from everything that she's had. She was on my son's Facebook, and I thought I was talking to my son, but apparently I was talking to my wife. And then she said to me that I could come and see the kids anytime I want. What I want is just my entitlement to the value of the house. All I want is what I'm entitled to. That's no more, no less, just what I'm entitled to. Melissa can move on, I can move on, and we can get this resolved. I'm not leaving the country without my share of that property.
Magkapatid po kami ng mama ni Melissa. Sabi ni mama ni Melissa, pumunta kagabi sa bahay kasama yung asawa niya. Sinabihan ako na pag ngayon daw hindi daw humarap si Melissa dito sa sa pagharap nila ni Kenneth kasi may chat daw sa kanya ng abogado ng attorney niya na hindi daw papaharapin si Melissa dito sa barangay po. Yun na lang ang sabi. Ito po yung chat ng attorney, forward ni Melissa sa akin.
Magkakasama po kayo nila Ma'am Melissa sa isang compound?
Hindi po.
So kayo na lang po yung ginawa pong representative?
Ako na lang po. So, ang attorney niya, hindi daw makigharap sa barangay si Melissa. Kung gusto daw ni Sir Kenneth, ipapile na lang daw ang kaso. Oo. Haharapin daw niya.
Ano daw po yung...
daw sa TV. Yun daw sabi ng attorney, ma'am. Sabi niya, ipablatter daw yung mga sinasabi ni Kenneth na yung pinapahiya daw siya sa TV. Ipablatter daw dito sa barangay. Yun lang po. Yun lang sabi
siyang sinasabi dito na magpa-psychiatric exam. Sino po ito?
Si Melissa po.
Sir Kenneth, did you understand what Ma'am Melissa said to her auntie?
Not really, no, but I understood one word that she said, psychiatric evaluation. That's what she told me. She said she was going to file under emotional abuse. I didn't give her anything. If anybody had emotional abuse, it was me. I'm the victim here, not her. She created all of this. I didn't create nothing. I didn't do nothing. She was the one that was out all hours of the night. She was the one getting drunk at General Luna, not me. Even her own constituency told me, the people told me, Melissa is out with the drinking. When they have the rallies for the election, she was handing out Tinder wine to the men. And everybody in DAPA is not a liar. They've come to me and told me things that I told Melissa. I said, what are you doing? Again, no answer. I even talked in front of her mother and father. Let's go to a marriage counselor. Let's go to the priest in DAPA. And she flat out refused in front of her mother and father. So I turned to her mother and father and told them, your daughter has no intentions of saving this marriage. None. And she continues to keep doing what she's doing. Now she's telling me that she's single. She's single. She says, I can do what I want to do. She's acting like nothing bothers her. She's a very, very cold person. Even my children, we're sitting at home for weeks on end eating just the three of us because she's never home. She won't come to terms and she won't admit it. And far as the property goes, she's got people buying property. I had no knowledge of this. I see people coming with tin, cocoa wood, and all of a sudden they start erecting I said, what are you doing? And the boy turned around to me and said, don't talk to me, talk to your wife. Everything is a secret. Everything that Melissa does is a secret with the family. I'm the last person to know. I have a right to know. I'm her husband. I told her, I said, if I was aware that these people were buying property, that apparently you're doing it under the table, I would have said no. It's devalued the property of the house. It's devalued. I mean, it's ridiculous what she's done. I have been completely cut out of the family of any decisions that were made. She had secret businesses going on in JL. I had no knowledge of that. No knowledge. 250,000 pesos a month. She owes a woman for 5 years. She's owed her over 1 million pesos. She still has not paid her. Still, right to this day, has not paid that woman. This is ridiculous. She has all of this money every month, but yet she's borrowing money. It's one lie after another lie after another lie. And it's continued. And she's never to this day admitted why she took the 500,000 out of the bank account. I presume it was for vote buying. That's what I presumed. And that's illegal act. She wrote 2 checks to the same person that I just talked about, a school teacher, retired school teacher, a 500,000 peso check. It bounced. The account was closed for over 2.5 years. She knew that these checks were bad. Another 600,000 peso check to the woman, and it bounced. Bank of the Philippine Islands, when she went to deposit them, said, ma'am, this account's been closed for over 2 years. So she deliberately knew that she didn't have no money in that account. It's not an active account. That's a criminal offense there. What she's doing to me with the property is a criminal offense. They basically are living on the property without my permission. That's just like squatting or stealing the property. As far as the deposits, she keeps telling me everybody's on OTONG. That's a lie. You would not sell a piece of property to somebody and not get a deposit. That's ridiculous. I've been told from one of her friends that she got over 200,000 on the last person, that the building that they're building now. All I'm doing is trying to get what I'm entitled to under Filipino law. I'm entitled to half of the property. I want half of the property. I want the value of the property, not the property itself. That's all I'm asking for. And Melissa says to all of her friends that I'm taking the house from her. That's a lie. I am not taking the house. I'm taking the value of the house. I've been cut out of the family for all these years, and I told her, I'm not going to live a fake life. How long have I been doing this that you haven't had feeling for me? It's ridiculous. She just refuses to talk about anything. I'm only asking for what my legal right is in the Philippines. That's all.
Pinatawag ko 3 beses si Ma'am Melissa. Nag-receive lang ng summon. Kaso, hindi sumipot dito sa barangay. Then, nag-refer ko sa DILG. Sabi ng DILG namin dito sa DAPA na within 45 days, ibalik mo doon sa pangkat. Sila na bahala yung mag-issue ng certification. Tapos, binigyan ko dating ng 45 days. Saka yun, binigyan namin siya para mapunta na sa taas, bali.
Sa court?
Oo, doon na sa court.
Binigyan niyo po siya ng certificate of file action po.
Parang nakawala siya ng galang dito sa aming barangay. Kung anong maitulong ko, pwede naman siguro kung ano ni Sir Kenneth sa amin dito sa barangay, handa kami tumulong kung kaya namin.
They extend to help you. They extend their help to file a case. And then, since your wife po didn't appear in barangay with the presence of her auntie, chairman advised you to file a case in court.
And I'm going to get the people off the property itself because that was an illegal act. And she can be held accountable for that. That's what I want. I want the people off the property, and I don't want her to stop selling property because she's continuing to do that. even though she's been told by attorneys from RAFFY TULFO's Action, but she's continuing to do it because I was told that there's a policeman that was interested in buying property.
Kapitan, ano po yung magiging hatol po natin since hindi po nag-appear dito si Ma'am Melissa sa inyong barangay?
Sa akin po, dito sa barangay, kung wala kaming magawa, magbibigay talaga kami ng certification to file action kasi hindi siya sumipot dito sa barangay. Coordinate na po kami sa aming DILG dito sa DAPA for allowing na mag-issue kami ng certification. Ito, pirmado na lahat, pwede ka na diretso doon sa korte to file for your wife.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for all your help, and I appreciate all your cooperation in this matter. I really didn't have anybody to turn to except you guys, so I'm happy that I got a result.
You'll become fine.
I really hope so too, that this gets resolved.
Salamat po na nandito po yung mga staff ninyo. Salamat po nakatulong kayo sa mga kababayan namin.
Kamusta po siya bilang kaibigan?
Si Kenneth na ano ko lang ng 8 years, nakilala ko siya pero mabait talaga, mabait siya. Wala akong ibang masabi. Kumbaga responsableng ama. Mula nang nakita ko siya nag-post sa Facebook na may problema sila ng mag-asawa, kinuntak ko siya. At least ngayon, nakontak natin si Melissa, baka magkabalikan kayo ulit, I wish, na magkasitol kayo. Matutuwa ako niyan na kahit papaano.
Bilang kaibigan po.
Bilang kaibigan po ni Melissa at Ken, tumawag si Melissa, nagantay sa amin ngayon, finger crossed, magkasitol sila. Isa ako na marami siyang mga kaibigan. Nga sabi, punta daw kay RAFFY TULFO. Ito naman, sabi niya, Lutis, maganda ba to kay RAFFY TULFO? Sabi ko, yes, maganda doon. Lahat talaga kung anong problema mo, yun, masolve yan nila. Ang hinahangad ko lang, sana magkasundo sila. Mayroon silang mga anak, 2, so para doon lang. Kenneth, hopefully, this time we meet again to your wife. I wish that you back together again. Finger crossed, and happy family.
Whether they get back together or whether they stay apart, long as there's a compromise and their assets are split equally, so that each one can go on their own separate ways and have an enjoyable life.
Thank you very much, Senator. You're my idol. Very proud all the Siargao here to you. And to you, Ma'am, thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, guys.
Senior.
I was very happy with how I got treated in Manila, and very pleased that you people came here to support me in this. I don't have nothing else to say. I mean, it was very good experience for me, and I appreciate everything you did. I'll fight. Like I said, I'm optimistic of what's going to happen. Thank you.